Good afternoon, I'm Dominique at the Bay, and we are here today to take you, it's Friday afternoon here on the East Coast in the US, and we are trying to connect soon with Christina from the co-founder of Galavanta. So she's going to join us very soon. Here we are, Christina. So anyway, we do that, 5 p.m. for me in Miami, and we have Christina joining us soon. She's going to take us through Cartagena.
Hi!
Hi, Christina!
How are you?
I'm good. This is wonderful. We're like sitting at home, all of us. I'm ready with my drink for later on because I know you have a little surprise. And you're going to take us in your fantastic city.
Huh? Yes, I am. Thank you so much for the opportunity and excited to show you a little bit of Cartagena in Colombia.
Thank you, my dear. So we said we start at 5 p.m. It's 5 p.m. sharp. So for us joining us right now, I'm just going to introduce again Christina Consugrea, who is the co-founder of Galavanta, fabulous DMC in Colombia. So Christina, show us your amazing city.
Sounds great. Thank you so much. And thanks to everyone who's joining. Like Dominique said, my name is Christina. I was born and raised here in Cartagena. I'm right now in the old city. I'm in the clock tower, as you can see here in the back. This was the main entrance of the old city back in the day. Cartagena was founded in 1533. Don't worry, I'm not going to bore you with too many historical facts just yet, but I just wanted to show you a little bit about why Cartagena is so important, and a lot of it is the history. So basically, I'm going to show you guys quickly where I am right now. So this is the main plaza of Cartagena. This was the founder of Cartagena, Pedro Heredia, and this was originally the market. So through these doors, you would have all the merchandise coming in, and this was all a huge market. And today you can still find a little bit of that kind of that history. For example, today you still have a lot of the traditional sweets that are being sold here in this area. So this was, back in the early 1900s, late 1800s, you used to have here a lot of a traditional sweets which come from the African slave heritage. And you still see these sweets here being sold by the ladies who have been in these stalls for over years. So for a long time, these were closed for many months. And just in the last week, they've reopened. As you can see, everyone has a face mask. So very respectful of the biosafety measures. And here we have one of the most traditional salsa bars, which is Donde Fidel. So this is, as you can see inside, it gets pretty noisy, but really fun with some of the best salsa hits. And here, it's still sunny, but in a few minutes, you're going to start seeing all sorts of locals coming in to grab a drink. It's Friday.
But it's only 4 p.m. for you, correct?
I know, but it's
Friday.
It's Friday. You have to have that after work drink and relax and also enjoy. It's Colombia, and especially in the Caribbean, a nice beer or a drink helps cool you down. So guys, now I'm walking through the Plaza de la Aduana, or basically it's also called the Customs Plaza. And this was where originally you had all the people, the big merchants coming in and paying for all the merchandise that they were bringing in. Cartagena was one of the most important ports of the Spanish Empire. And if you can see just outside this little window, one second, here.
Let us see. Yeah, I've been to Cartagena, so I remember exactly where you are.
If you can see just past these people, there's the ocean, and that's where all the big boats, that's part of a bay on the other side of the wall. And that's where you had all the boats coming in and dropping off their merchandise, and everyone used to come here and pay for their duties. So here you have still some businesses going. So it's not all tourists. There's still a lot of local life and things happening. These are government buildings. This is where the mayor works. And here you start going and we start seeing some really neat restaurants. And we're going to be stopping by El Barón. Just to give you guys a bit of an idea of where we're going. El Barón is one of the great bars of Cartagena. It's a restaurant and bar.
For the rum, for the rum.
Yes, and also great mixology. It's not just the traditional cocktails like margarita and Cuba Libre. No, these are really creative cocktails. And we're going to meet our good friend Noah, who is not just a mixologist, but he's a chemist. So he brings a lot of his background in chemistry into the cocktails that he prepares. So he's a very interesting guy. So now we're walking into the Plaza San Pedro, which is one of the most beautiful plazas in Cartagena. This is San Pedro Cathedral. And this is named after San Pedro Claver. He was one of the big defendants and saviors of the African slaves, as Cartagena was a very important port. So we're coming here over to El Barón to go say hi to Noah and stop for a quick drink.
We're ready.
Cartagena is it's quite warm right now, but it's very nice weather still. So we're just gonna go inside here. Here you have some really nice chairs. It's a really great spot, as you can see the view from El Barón. And we are going to walk in and meet up with Noah for a drink.
All right. Getting to know Noah.
Hello.
Hello.
Buenas.
So now we are looking for Noah. Noah is working on his new cocktail or on his rum.
Hola, Noah. How are you?
Hola, Noah. Hello, Noah. Nice to meet you. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Sorry, I'm just gonna put.
We lost the internet, but it's okay. We see you back. All right. Good. Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Very good.
Thank you for joining us. We are quite ready for you. You will see. But I know you're gonna charm us with your rum, or I think that's what we're having today.
Okay, cool. So you're having a rum over there?
I'm ready. I'm getting ready. I was just waiting for you to show up with yours.
Oh, then I thought you
but I was already prepared.
Thank you.
Yeah, great.
All right.
Perfect. So as you can see, they have an amazing collection of liquors, tequilas, mezcales, rums, everything from all over the world. It's a very small spot, but a highly coveted spot. Thank you very much, Noah. So here we're going to have, with Dominique, a glass of Hechicera.
Hechicera.
As you can see here, it's a beautiful bottle, and Noah can tell us a little bit about the history.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you having? Cheers.
So cheers.
Salud.
Cheers. Salud.
Yeah, Hechicera is a rum from Barranquilla, made by a good friend of mine, family of Miguel. So they started doing that rum about 19 years ago. Over there, first they were planting bananas and then other businesses. But as economics went bad over here in Colombia, they went to Cuba and they said, well, let's see what we can do over there. And well, they fell in love with rum. Talking about other business, they went into rum. They brought people back who knew about rum. One of them was Mitoca. He's still doing rum for them with the family in Barranquilla. One of the persons who teach me most about rum I know. So yeah, great rum company over there.
So one of the very cool experiences here at El Barón with Noah is that we do a rum tasting. So we don't just taste Hechicera, but we taste other rums like Dictador, Parce, which are award-winning rums from Colombia, which are mainly exported to the world. So we have a really cool experience where Noah tells us about the history, the culture. You know, it's very important culture in the Caribbean. And we also, he actually shows us how to distill the rum. So we actually use a slow distilling, and people actually make their own rum during the experience with Noah.
Yeah. So you come over here, we have a copper pot still in the experience room over there next door, and you can just make your own rum and have a cocktail made with your own rum. Or if you want to age your own rum, you get an aging kit, and you got to make your own aged rum in the next 9 months back home.
Okay. And we'll come to see you soon. I'm sure many of us will come too. And there's such a short flight to Cartagena. It's like 3 hours from Miami, 4 hours from Atlanta, 5 hours from New York, and just even 1 hour from Panama City. So it's a cool getaway for even a few days, huh?
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, like when it's getting cold up there, a lot of people doing that. Like we even go there sometimes for events, and yes, you said like last time I think it was JetBlue 5 hours to New York was perfect for a weekend.
Yeah. I know. And plus, it's getting cold on the East Coast, or at least on the Northeast. So that's a great place to be. Yeah. I know. Well,
Trust
very
me,
nice meeting you.
sitting at the terrace here at El Barón is much nicer than being in minus 10 degrees in New York. I
We
promise.
all agree on that. We all agree.
Super. Well, thank you so much, Noah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks
Bye
Always
for
a
bye,
pleasure to
Noah.
see
Very
you.
nice to
Cheers
meet you.
again.
Cheers.
Voilà.
Salud.
Salud. Best
Voilà.
wishes.
Salut.
Have a good
Salud.
Next
time and see
time,
you
next
soon.
time I'll be there too. I'm be on the other side,
Yes.
but I'll see
See
you.
you. Ciao.
Or
Ciao.
maybe I have one more zip before we leave the bar.
Perfect.
Voilà.
Gracias,
It's
Noah.
perfect for the sore throat.
Bye.
Bye.
Super. So just to give you guys a little
So
bit
where
of an
are you going to
idea.
take us now?
So now we're gonna go from Plaza San Pedro, this is where we were, and now I'm gonna take you guys up to one of our favorite private villas, and also along the way talk a little bit about shopping in Cartagena. So
Yeah.
we talked about drinking.
Yeah. I just see that while I'm seeing some. So Elaine is saying, "Hi, Christina. Hey, hi, Elaine."
Oh, hi, Lainey. How are you? So nice to see you.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh, Christina, I lost you. No, you're
and
back. You're back.
perfect. Okay, super.
So we're going to the private
yeah,
villa, you said, huh?
we're going to the private villa, and along the way, I want to talk to you guys about a bit about the shopping that you can do here in Cartagena. In Colombia, we have a really interesting emerging shopping scene or design scene. And design is not just super expensive dresses; it's also handcrafts, it's art, it's handbags, and it's always a mixture between the traditional a textures by the indigenous communities and some of the local communities, but also intervened by really great and cool designers. So we're gonna go and check out some of these. One shop in particular, which is the concept store, which is all about Colombian design. And also along the way, I wanted to show you a few really neat spots that we have here in Cartagena.
All right, we're ready for you.
Super. So this is Parque Bolívar. This is one of the most beautiful parks in Cartagena, and this is the main park here in the old city. So this is in commemoration of Simón Bolívar, who was the liberator of Cartagena, and of Colombia, sorry. He was also the liberator of Venezuela, Bolivia, Ecuador, and Panama, actually. And so he's a very important man, and he has a very beautiful statue here in the middle. And this is a really cool park because here you find a lot of the locals. There are a lot of locals that have been coming here for years to chat, to get together, to play chess, also run their errands. As I mentioned, this is Cartagena. It's not just touristy sites. Cartagena is also very much a local life. This is where people still come and do business. You still have the ladies who come and sell fruit. Buenas, ¿cómo estás?
Hola. I see that Ana Cristina, she's saying hello as well. Boa tarde, Ana Cristina.
Hola, Ana Cristina. And the great thing about Cartagena is that there's some parts that are going to be a bit more touristy, but there's some parts that are still very undiscovered, and that's what we always try to show people. These are some of the local singers that you have in the city going around, and they have really interesting and creative lyrics sometimes. These
And
are the
it's only
horse
4
carriages.
p.m. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This
you
is
can
one of the
just believe what's going on at 6 or at 7 or later on.
Oh yeah, it gets a lot more active and interesting. So that's what we always try to do in Cartagena. A lot of people say, well, it's a place where you just go and for 2 days and you do a city tour and that's it. But we say no, there's actually much more to see and do, and it's not just going and seeing the touristy parts of Cartagena, but it's also exploring beyond those main neighborhoods and going and seeing the more undiscovered ones. San Diego, Getsemani, meeting the locals, and learning about history, but in a more fun way, actually interacting with local life. So this is one of our favorite streets. We have lots of really cool restaurants, some boutique shops, and in particular, we have our favorite villa, which is
Let's do it.
this one. It's one of our favorite ones, and you have a really cool street because you have lots of really nice restaurants and shops around. It's busy, but inside it's very quiet and very peaceful. So we're just gonna go in. Buenas. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola, buenas tardes. Yeah, everyone is looking for private villa these days.
Thank you. We're
so
getting a
it's
little bit of
definitely a
gel.
good choice,
Hi.
huh? To be in Cartagena and
Hola,
have your
¿cómo
own place.
están?
And
Super. So
hola,
this is
buenas
our favorite
tardes.
villas. Hola, María Eugenia, ¿cómo estás?
Hola, buenas
Bien,
tardes.
gracias. Gracias. Muy amable.
Gracias.
So, guys, we're going to just show you a bit of like the common areas. This is the entrance. As you can see, there's lots.
Hello, Levis. I can see you love seeing Cartagena. I think once you've been there, you actually love it. Huh? There is definitely a great attraction for this little city. So now we had lost you a little bit. So I was speaking, my dear. So how many bedrooms?
Sorry.
Did you mention it? How many bedrooms do we have in this private villa?
This private villa has 6 bedrooms, but the 6th bedroom it's a duplex. So you technically have 2 bedrooms. So in total, there's 7 bedrooms, which is really nice. So you have this beautiful courtyard. As you can see, it has 2 floors.
Yes, I can see.
There's a pool in the rooftop, which is really nice. So this is kind of like the common area. And as you can see, you were really busy outside. It was noisy. But then now it's really calm and cool.
It's heaven.
This is, yes, it's really beautiful. Just turning on some lights. Gracias. And as
Very
you can
nice,
see, the other side of the living
Love
room.
the space. Yeah.
Yes. So this one is very beautiful.
Wow,
and
look
it's very
at this.
comfortable.
Yeah.
And okay.
Oh. A lot of stuff, huh? A lot of stuff. It's
super
great.
No, yeah. And so it's really nice. And Maria Eugenia here is the manager. She ensures that all of our guests are very well taken care of. You have a great team of staff. They prepare breakfast, and if they want any other meals afterwards, there's always that option. We're having a restaurant now. Oh, perfect! Super, super. Can we go up to the rooftop in the pool? Go ahead. Okay.
I see our friend Cristina is on there. Boa tarde, Cristina. Beijos.
Should we go
all
upstairs?
over the Americas, from Canada, from everywhere, the US, but Mexico, Sao Paulo, Argentina. So it's nice. I see all the names, and I can't say hello to everyone, but hello, Marisa. Boa tarde, Marisa. We have a lot of strong Brazilian presence. And it's definitely a cool place. Everybody has a direct flight, at least to Panama. And you're only an hour away. And that's great, huh?
Fantastic. Should we go up to the rooftop or should we continue on?
Yeah? You decide. You're our guide. Huh? We're just
perfect.
Here to see what you want to show us.
Perfect. If there might be a little bit.
We lost you again a little bit.
As long as I can keep the
but
signal alive.
Yes, yeah.
These are all colonial houses that were restored recently. So as you can see, these were built in the 16 and 1700s. So they still preserve a lot of the original, for example, the original floors and details. And here in Cartagena, because this is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, you have to respect all the architecture. You cannot intervene in any way the actual construction of the house. You have to restore it and have to ask for very special permits. So
it's a nice exercise for you, huh? All this tour of Cartagena. You've been already doing a lot of walking in the city for us.
Yes, definitely. But this is the rooftop pool, which is really nice. As you can see, you have a beautiful view of the cathedral.
Hello, Patty from Brasilia. Yeah, that's
So you
beautiful.
have,
Huh?
yeah,
And I
so
remember, I think the rate was fantastic as well. Huh? I think you mentioned it during a webinar.
yes. So the rate is starting about, I believe, $2,000 to $2,500, depends on the exchange rate. But yeah, so around $2,500 per night,
Yeah,
including
for some.
breakfast. There's these really nice little gardens, and there's a pergola upstairs as well. So it's a really beautiful spot, and the nice thing is that you're right in the middle of the city, but it feels like an oasis.
It does.
So we're gonna go downstairs and check out a room if you guys want, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna continue on our mission to see the rest of Cartagena.
Yeah. I know you have many private villas, different rates and different size, different type of bedrooms and decoration as well. I remember seeing that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
So
this one will be definitely your most upscale one, or
this
the one
is
you
definitely one of our top
yeah.
ones.
What did you say?
One of our
6 or 7? 7 bedroom? What did you say? 7 bedroom?
7 bedrooms. Yes.
Yeah, but for families traveling together, it's great, and you're right in the center. It's fantastic. High
Yes.
ceilings. It's
So you have
beautiful.
high
Beautiful, beautiful.
ceilings.
Huh?
You have these beautiful king size bed. Really nice. Big mirrors. Very comfortable linens. You have ensuite bathroom. Great Wi-Fi. Large screen
Any of
TVs.
those villas have still space? Huh? Christina, any of those villas have
Yes.
space
Are you
for
guys still available for New
Christmas,
Year's?
festive?
Yeah, it depends on the date. We got a reservation for the 31st. It depends how many people are coming.
Okay, depends on the date, so we'd have to check, but
Yeah,
there's
we'll
still a
check
little
it
bit of a
with
bit
you. Huh?
available.
But I mean, it's always good to know because people are booking as late as very late. Sometimes it's for next week, and not everyone has already a place for festive. And we see that all the time. Huh?
Yes, definitely. I say
Yeah.
definitely call us and definitely let us know, and then we'll double
Yeah.
check with everything.
Yeah, and
So
great location, great country, great weather,
there,
and
yes,
I know we can count on you.
super. So thank you, Maria Eugenia, for everything. We had
Bye.
an absolute pleasure to see you and visit Amarla, and then we'll be back. Gracias.
Gracias.
So we're gonna head out already and experience a little bit of.
Well, thank you for everyone joining us. I see so many of you, and thank you so much. It's lovely. Huh? I think we're going to do it on a regular basis on a Friday to try to take you to a different part of the world and discover something new and casually. Now we are going back. Christina, what do you have now? Where do we
Oh,
go?
hello.
Now getting
Oh,
up
gracias.
in the streets. Yes.
Perfect. We're back on the
Gracias.
streets.
So
Perfect.
where are we going now?
So now we're gonna go and stop in at one of the shops that we mentioned.
Okay.
I wanted to show you as well. This is some of the really cool restaurants. They're just opening now. Agua de Leon, for example, is one of the great restaurants here in the city. It's relatively new, it's very trendy and very fun. And then you also have lots of really neat shops along the way. This is one of our favorite ones, Loto del Sur, for example. In Loto del Sur, as you can see here, they have really amazing products. I think we're going to try to stop in a little bit, and it's all a candles and scents and really nice soaps, and it's all Colombian products.
Great souvenir to bring back, definitely.
Yes, it's one of the really great souvenirs to bring back. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Hola.
Quería ver si podemos entrarnos ahorita a mostrar la tienda. Sí. Gracias. Buenas. So as you can see here, you have some really cool products, and these are all inspired. For example, Tonka Negra del Orinoco, and it's all inspired from different regions and different products and plants of Colombia.
Different region of Colombia, different fragrance.
Yes, it's very beautiful, and I highly recommend it. We work lots with them to create little packages for the arrival of our clients. So I just wanted to do a quick peek in here. Muchísimas gracias. Que esté bien. Chao. it's also nice to get a little break with the air conditioning at the stores.
Yeah.
So we're going to stop at one of our last favorite shops. And as I was mentioning before, as you can see, for example, here, this is one of the traditional barber shops in Cartagena. You can see it hasn't changed much. All the locals still come here. Hola! And get their beard shaved. And this is, for example, one of the really beautiful shops. It's called Artesanías de Colombia. And here we have lots of handcrafts from all over Colombia in different regions. So, for example,
nice.
These are coming from the Chocó region. These are mochilas from the Caribbean coast, and things from all over. So this is a really interesting shop just to see the diversity of the cultures of Colombia. And you know, this is going to be more of the traditional type of handcrafts and design. And now you have lots of designers. Hola, ¿cómo estás? You have lots of designers who are now intervening and taking a lot of these traditional handcrafts and making them into their own design. So it's very interesting, really beautiful things. And I know we have lots of clients that go crazy and end up picking up half the shop and shipping lots of stuff home.
All right, we're ready for you too. We'll do that when we come.
Super, gracias. Adios.
Adios.
And here we have Fernando.
Hello there.
Hola, Fernando. Buenas
How are you?
tardes. I'm good, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Fernando is one of our historians. He is our main guy in Cartagena. I don't think there's anyone that knows more of Cartagena and the history and everything than Fernando. And we're just going to walk over to the Sofitel now. And Fernando's going to tell us a little bit more about the history and especially the architecture of Cartagena, which is so interesting.
And what is interesting is that the history is the people, and then walking through the streets, we can see even just if we walk behind us, the oldest barbershop we have in Cartagena, just right here, and you see the contrast is between the future and the past. I mean, the modern shops and the old barbershops we have back there. And let's wait for the crosswalk here, and we continue to one of the most prestigious streets in Cartagena, whether the tobacco was the product that was moving the economy. Remember, tobacco is an American product, so the main families that they were in charge of that business were living in that street, and that explains these beautiful 2 or 3 stories high houses, including these beautiful balconies coming from the Baroque and the neoclassic moments, and that explains these huge gates we find right here. For instance, this one is one of the best examples of that important part of Cartagena. And this house we're walking in this moment is mentioned even by Gabriel Garcia Marquez in Love in the Time of Cholera. That was one of the houses that Florentino Ariza lived by himself. Well, remember, that's magic realism, but the house was mentioned by the author right there. And then if you have a look all the way down, that's what we will find right there. In the majority of the houses in this area were for that business. All streets in Cartagena have a name, and the names are according to some histories, legends, religious issues. That's why this one was called Tobacco. And then we're just going towards, and then Christy, and have a look of this. This light of the afternoon is great for photography, especially for the towers of Cartagena. Even you can see the beautiful tower of the University of Cartagena that used to be the Augustinian monastery. And that's the place where we have all of our human scientists, journalists, and lawyers. So that's the oldest university we have in Cartagena. So that explains an economy here coming from paper shops and print shops that you used to have in this area. And there are, there's an interesting economy that, of course, in this moment is a little quiet because the majority of the education system is more virtual than presential. But anyway, people still using one of the busiest streets of Cartagena. That is this one. Walking all the way down this street, 4 or 5 blocks. That's gonna be all of that vibe that you will find in the next corner. Where, by the way, in the next corner you will be able to find the best cheese bread we have in town.
Oh la la.
That is very popular. So whenever you walk by Cartagena, do not hesitate to ask where to find the best cheese bread. That is in that corner right there, on that yellow corner.
And also
I see few messages passing by, and I can't remember who wrote it, but there was one said Fer is our superstar.
Oh, great! Yes,
and I think it was Mona, but you know, it went too fast. I had too many. Maria Caro, boa tarde, Maria Caro, something. Nice to see you, everyone. Really, thank you for joining us. It's a pleasure to have you with us. It's like we're all walking through Cartagena with our friends.
Exactly, that's the idea. We want to show you Colombia from the as a local. So this is one of our favorite things here, and this is so local. It's a very hot day, so there's always coconut vendors on the streets. You ask for a cold coconut.
Every 2 corners you find one.
Gracias.
Thirsty, the best drink ever is coconut water.
I know. I'm still having the glass of rum from the bar before, so I guess I'm
Cheers. The other thing
Cheers.
is you can also add in rum to your coconut if you want to spice it up.
Exactly.
You can say your word, Christy. You can poison your.
You can poison. Exactly.
Yeah.
Si quieres con otro pitillo. Super. So this is one of the great restaurants. So right now the restaurants they're not opened because it's too early. But they're opening now at around 6-7 p.m. But this is one of the new ones. It's called Bona Vida Cevicheria, and it's a really tasty restaurant. They have a great rooftop, really great design. It's all ceviches, which, as you guys know, it's one of the traditional dishes here of Cartagena. And Fed is ready with his coconut, so he can keep telling us about the history. And this is one of our other favorite hotels, Casa San Agustin, which is opening on Tuesday.
Yay!
So we're very excited.
Let me say hello to our friend Alan. Alan is from Miami, but he's a Brazilian. So boa tarde, Alan. Nice to see you.
Hi, Alan. So this is one of those beautiful hotels. We wish we could go inside, but I know that a lot of our agent friends already know it, and we know that it is a favorite.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
And we're excited. We're really excited that they're opening soon.
The main entrance of the University of Cartagena. I remember when I was in college that one of the things that I remember the most, it was right across where San Agustin is right now, used to be a liquor store. So that's.
We lost a little bit the connection. I don't know, Christina.
Besides the university activity, we find as well some interesting companies, and one of the most interesting drinks we have from Cartagena, original from Cartagena, was invented in the late 1800s by Mr. Enrique Roman, and his laboratories are here. We still have his offices in this building. He has a nice house in the early 1900s suburbs of Cartagena. That is the next island. Of course, the family is still there, and the laboratorios are here. The guy was a chemist, and he used to develop an interesting recipes, and he had even recipes for chicken pox and other diseases that we still have in Cartagena, and as well some treatment for the cholera that we had in Cartagena in 1845.
So just a sneak peek into another one of our really favorite shops. This is a Centro Artesano. It has a really beautiful, I don't know if you can see all the way in the back, there's a really cool coffee shop.
Beautiful.
So lots of interesting shopping to do, and come and spend all that money you've been saving up during confinement. This is another beautiful Casa Chiqui. It's another one of our favorite shops as well. I'm not even going to go in because it's too tempting, but it's a beautiful shop as well, and we highly recommend it.
Yeah, you have a lot of beautiful things in Cartagena, between the shops, the restaurants, and the people.
Exactly. So one of the cool things in Cartagena Is that?
The most important fruit in Cartagena, like mangoes, like papayas, and of course the coconut that we have seen just back there, are the most interesting fruits to try. And we find in every corner, just like Christy said, all the vendors that they have a tradition just to sell all of these. The richness of our land from Colombia. Now, we will see in this segment something interesting. Just behind us, we left behind the majority of the high houses of Cartagena, of the prestigious families, with this one on the left that you're looking in this moment, not the construction, just right on the left on the top balcony, that used to be the house of Mayor, Sergeant Mayor, that used to be a merchant, and immediately you will see how the city drops to one floor, that is the sector of the workers. That's one of the two sectors of workers of Cartagena. That one, the one we're going is San Diego, and the other one is Getsemani, that is pretty far from here. But in San Diego, we gather the charm and what is interesting in the housing as well. Even now on the right, we can see already how the whole architecture in Cartagena changed already. And then what is lovely in this area is that whether we have seen an interesting vibe back there while Christy for sure was walking through the San Pedro and Simon Bolivar Plaza, is that we see more residents in this area. And that's why we're walking towards the Sofitel and the most intimate churches for Catholic ceremonies like the Santo Toribio. That is one of the newest churches in Cartagena. Well, how old is something new in Cartagena? 200, 300 years old. Right there, what is very interesting.
So this is the Plaza Fernández Madrid, and this is where the Galavanta office is located. So for some of you guys that have been here, so if you can see over there on the second balcony, white balcony, that's where our office is, and this is our headquarters, and we want to be close to all the restaurants, shops, hotels, close to our clients that are coming in. Helps us keep our finger on the pulse of the city and make sure that we can offer superb service. And it's important to be centrally located. And as Fed was saying, this is San Diego. It's a really cool neighborhood inside the old city, because it still maintains a lot of that local vibe, which is very nice.
One of the things that I love the most of this sector are the colors. Check this out.
Yes, that's true. I think all the streets are beautiful in Cartagena. It's not like you have 2-3 streets but everything is great. I remember that. That's very unusual, huh? Usually, even in a normal old town, you have always streets which are not as great. But there it was like enchanting.
Exactly. So we're very lucky because the weather is really nice, even though technically right now,
it's a rainy season.
Rainy season, but look at the sun.
I know. Look at your rainy season.
30 minutes and then the sunshine is back on.
Exactly. So it's not too terrible, eh?
No.
So that's why we call it green season, not rainy season.
Exactly.
Because everything is really beautiful and green. You should see the surrounding areas of Cartagena. It's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
So we're just coming close to the Sofitel, which is our final stop. Where we're going.
I remember they have such an amazing gardens. They have beautiful promises.
Yes.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yes. So Fred can tell us a little bit about the story of the Sofitel.
Absolutely. Well, so where this area used to be for workers and very humble people, there used to be a lot of charity. So that explains the constructions religious, and they are the most relevant construction in this area is coming from the 1620s. 1621 actually was built this beautiful building just right in the corner, the red one that is today's Sofitel, but used to be a convent of the Franciscans.
Just community. 1 second, important. I want to show you guys, this is one of the little secret salsa spots in Cartagena. So you can come here, have a drink, listen to some salsa, some live music, right in the middle of the old city.
Welcome. Yeah. So whether you are in this area, that's what you find, remember. People living in the area, just having a nice and easy afternoon, and then just walking to looking to this area, you will be able to see a place that used to be for the charity during the colonization, but then immediately turns into a hospital in the early 1900s was part of the University of Cartagena, but the place was never stopped as a residential area. So up to the 1990s, when Cartagena started the process of renovation, they started with this first luxury that is Sofitel right here. It was one of the most interesting projects of renovation, well, restoration of Cartagena in Cartagena, focalized in the tourism, and this is the place where we are in this moment. So it's one of the most beautiful courtyards we find
Yeah, I
in a
remember.
colonial
It's
If
house.
not
amazing and unusual for a
the
hotel,
most
I would
beautiful,
say.
I would say. The
Yeah,
most
no, I
beautiful.
have to say.
And then it's a place that whether it doesn't matter how old is this place as a hotel, 20, 30 years approximately, it's always fantastic, the one over there.
Thank you so much,
I
Faye.
know. Thank you,
Really
Faye.
appreciate it.
Thank you. Very nice to see
Come
you.
by and we
Yes,
have
yes, yes.
seminars
Yeah, I know.
together.
Enjoy your coconut.
All right.
Sabi mo yung cinco.
Thank you.
Super. Hello. So I'm just gonna get my temperature taken. So just so
All
you
right.
guys know,
Wow.
this
Yeah,
is
everything is
mandatory.
taken seriously.
I'm good. Yeah, no, it's very
Wow.
serious. You
Yeah.
have your feet cleaned. There's gels,
Wow.
and here are the ladies. So this is automatic gels everywhere, and face masks are mandatory
Uh-huh.
if you're in close proximity and close spaces. But once we sit at our table, we can take them off. And
Table.
this is
Yeah.
Mariana,
No
our
more. Yeah.
lovely host at the Santa Clara.
Hi, Mariana. How are you?
How are you today?
Hola.
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 So we're going to go and check out a little bit of the hotel and the beautiful courtyard and finish off and leave Dominique with an apéro. Dominique is French, so the apéritif is very important.
Welcome. Enjoy the Sofitel, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys, so this is the beautiful courtyard. So Santa Clara was, as Fer commented, it used to be a convent, and it was restored about 20 years ago. And you have this beautiful Republican, so there's two sides. There's the Republican side and then the colonial side. As you can see here, you have beautiful art pieces around the courtyard, and I'll show you a little bit more around. You have the restaurant, which has the part on the side, you have there, and then you have the inside part, which is the 1621. And then I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the swimming pool. The swimming pool, which is here, and as you can see, it's a larger hotel, so it's 130 rooms. And they have some of the most beautiful suites in Colombia. Our favorite suite is called the Botero Suite, which is designed based on the Fernando Botero artist, and they have 4 iconic suites in total. The iconic suites are all designed inspired on different artists of Colombia. So as you can see here, this is the Republican side, which is really beautiful. You have a very large swimming pool, which is ideal for kids. You have a beautiful spa. There's a really great gym. There's some shops. This is one of our favorite shops. It's mainly for men, but they have beautiful linen wear, great swimwear. It's Lina Cantillo is the designer. And it's a really great spot, whether it's to explore the city and the surroundings, or whether it's to just come and sit by the pool and relax. It's a really great place to just get away.
Yeah, and I had a lovely dinner in the garden. I remember that. It was beautiful and very romantic.
Fantastic, exactly. And the food is amazing. It's a fusion between Colombian and French food. And now I'm going to sit down.
All right.
Finish off. I'm just going to take off my mask.
All right. Yeah, as soon as you can, sit down. It's true.
Super, super. And we're coming to the end of our
tour.
And we're going to say hi to Mr. Nicolas Pesti, who is the manager of the hotel.
Hello, Nicolas.
Hello.
Hi.
Bonjour.
Hello. How are you?
Hi,
Thank you.
Nicolas, the general manager of the hotel. Welcome to Santa Clara. Enchanté.
Enchanté. I had the pleasure to be in your hotel. I think it was 2 years ago, and I loved it. Voilà.
I was not even here 2 years ago.
No, no,
I was not
no,
born 2
I
years
didn't
ago.
met you.
Now I'm
That's a
reborn.
good
I'm
way.
reborn.
Voilà. That's a good way to look at life and things. Huh?
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. So the pleasure to see
Nice to meet
you.
you.
Nice to meet you
So
too.
when are you coming?
Soon. We're going to plan a wonderful trip with Christina and invite some of our travel advisors to come with us and see how
Looking forward
Colombia
to
and
see you.
Cartagena is so special. Huh?
Looking forward to see you. Welcome.
Thank you, Nicolas.
Bonjour.
Bonjour Nicolas.
Bonjour, hein? Voilà. Oui, bonjour,
Désolée, oui,
hola,
à tout à
buenas
l'heure.
tardes.
On se voit bientôt.
Boa
On a
tarde.
petit apéro tous les deux. Ah bonjour. So guys, that's our tour for today. I don't know if anyone has any questions or any comments.
I don't
Thank
know.
you, Nicolas.
I saw
Thank
so
you for
many
welcoming
beautiful
us.
messages and a lot of little hearts all over the time you presented. And so I'm really happy it works very well with the internet. And it was so nice to see again your beautiful city. So I think that's great. Huh? Voilà.
Fantastic.
So thank you so much for organizing it. Huh?
Thank you for the
And then we'll
chance.
look to see you. And if you go to another beautiful place in Colombia, please let me know, because I know you have some private retreat in amazing areas. This
Good
Casa
idea.
del Presidente and all this. I know you
It'll
have
be
much more
a very good
to show us.
excuse. It'll be a good
Exactly.
excuse to get away
Exactly.
and escape for a little
Yeah.
bit.
So thank you,
Thanks.
everyone. Obrigada. Gracias. It was a pleasure to be with you on the late afternoon of a Friday. It's not work. It's showing you the world and our beautiful friends and beautiful destination. Huh? Thank you, everyone.
Fantastic.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Have a great day. Thanks, Dominique.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.